All right, we've officially launched the first in, first out cost method. What you want to do first is go to your menu and go to settings. And from the settings page, go to your purchase order tab. Here you will see some new options here in the finance cost of goods sold. By default, date range by cost is your default, which is the previous method in which we calculate cost based off of date ranges. If you wish to switch to first in, first out, or to even use a combination of both, what you can do is you can then choose first in, first out as your default finance cost of goods sold cost method. So if I choose first in, first out, you will probably not see the screen because I've already have first in, first out batches. But if you do ever switch back to your date range cost basis and then decide to go back to first in, first out, it will ask you this question. And what this is essentially saying is, do you want to keep your existing first in, first out batches, or do you want to just refresh them all with a new auto batch? Now, the way these auto batch works is it's a convenience feature for you folks who are switching to this new method. So what it does is it allows you to change to this new cost basis without doing any work. What it's going to do is the system is going to go in, automatically scan your inventory to see what inventory you have, and automatically apply your latest cost of goods sold to that quantity of units. So I'm just going to keep my existing data for now, but what I mean by that is if I look at some of my recent first in, first out batches, these custom ones are what I created manually, but some of these are automatically created for me. So previously in the system, I already told the system that my latest cost was $6.48. And what it did was it automatically grabbed what is my remaining inventory, which is 5 units left, and automatically will apply first in, first out for the next 5 units that is going to be sold at $6.48. Of course, I can go in and edit this if I want to and change the quantity or the unit cost if I want to, but what it does is it saves you a ton of time in switching so that you don't have to manually create for every ASIN in your inventory and apply whatever units you have left. It pretty much will automatically do it for you. So very easy to start the first in, first out cost basis. And from here, really, there are several places in which you can enter in new ASIN batches. And you can essentially enter in any ASIN one by one. The marketplace that the first in, first out batch applies to, when the batch date should start. So basically on what date will it start counting the sales towards the available units. So here, if I enter in, let's say 10 units starting today for whatever ASIN, and the unit cost is $3.15. What it's going to do is, starting today for this particular ASIN, for the next 10 sales, it will count this unit cost. Here, and then here is the save batch button. So if I want to save this into the system, you can click save batch here. Import batch will allow you to do bulk import. So if you have a spreadsheet that you want to import, you can hit import here. You will see what columns it requires. So really it just depends on the ASIN, the batch date, units, and the cost, and everything else is optional. So that's how you would import a batch, by uploading a spreadsheet. This checkbox right here, replace existing batch, for this ASIN. Be careful using this. What this does is, if you have multiple batches for a particular ASIN, that you just want to clear out real quick. Like if you, let's say for instance, created 10 different batches for that particular ASIN, but you just want to clear out all previous existing batches, you can check this box when you save it, and the latest batch will be the only first in first out batch for that ASIN. So this is a way for you to kind of clear out all of your existing first in first out batches once you create it. So be careful using this because it will clear out any manual custom batches that you create previously. And that is pretty much it for this on how you set it up. Now there are several places you can enter in your cost. Like I said, there are the settings page that you can do this here. You can also go in here and go to import by cost. So if you click on import by cost here, it launches the same screen and it says what mode do you want to do it by. You want to do it by date batch or first in first out batch. And so it allows you to mix match the two. So if you want to use first in first out and use a custom, a date batch, you can do that as well. So this is one spot that you can do it inside of the import by cost up here. Another place you can do it is within your own inventory page itself. So in the restock page, for instance, if you go here and you go to your profitability table right here, you will see a orders details button. If you click on that, you will see a button for buy cost history. If you click on that, you can see that I've created a custom batch here for my first in first out. And also any batches that were previously created using purchase orders will also go into here. And I can create a new batch directly from here as well. So if I wanted to enter in a new cost, I could just say, let's say for instance, I wanted to create another batch that I bought today. It will show that here. And let's say I bought 6 units at $6.25. I can go ahead and save this batch, and you will see that I have another batch in here. So once this batch right here sells out, then this one will take over and sell those 4 units right there. So an example here, you can see that in here I created some custom batches, and here starting on October the 2nd, 2025, I said that there are 3 units that will take on a $3.15 cost. And if you look at the sales here, starting on 10/2, I sold one after October the 2nd, and it took on 2 units at $3.15 each, which is $6.30. And then I have 1 remaining quantity left, and it took on $3.15. And then therefore afterwards it took on the a price that is outside of my batch. So you can see how first in first out works in a consistent manner in terms of quantity sold. So that is essentially how you use first in first out. It should be super simple and intuitive. Yeah, so enjoy this new cost-based method, and looking forward to launching the next update. Thanks.